I'm talking, my mic is off. I didn't even realize my mic was off during the entire time. So I'm sorry. Let me just do the intro again very quickly before we head into the drafting phase. So, welcome to Waylander Gaming. I know you might have thought you were deaf. Maybe you were being a little bit deaf at that moment in time, but no. That was the microphones not being on. That was me being an old man and forgetting to put it on in the first place. But anyway, we are heading into a game. It's a pre-show match. Anything that affects the outcome. We are going to have the draw just after this. So a little bit of excitement before the draw is actually going to take place. And then that wheel of fortune, as it usually will be determining the fate of the top 8 teams in SA. But anyway, let us head into this draw phase. And off we go.
So we're just looking at the bands right off the bat. Well, good evening everyone, and well, like I said, welcome. So, Alchemy X banning out the YSS and the Lancelot, and well, maybe OTK responding with the Joy ban.
Currently, and there goes 1-1 as well. So currently all 4 of these bans, mostly heavily meta. That Joy ban was done for one reason only, is because Seppi is fanatic for that little paws dancing around. So a valid ban overall, I have to say. And Uranus, as you know, Uranus has always been a monster.
Yeah, I mean, Uranus definitely needs to be respected, especially now of late in this tanky sustain meta. But Echo currently showing us Selena. My question is, will it be the Selena so early on for the side of Alchemy X?
One thing I have to mention is that Layla ban that's a bit sussy. I mean, when last have you seen a Layla ban?
Well, when Nigel got the Savage with the Layla. So not so long ago. It was still in the group stages. We saw a Layla ban coming in through after that Savage. But Echo showing us Benedetta, but deciding to go for, the Yielder.
To lead the charge.
You say Yilda's currently, it's not a bad hero overall. It's usually picked as a counter towards like a Hayabusa. If you have a very squishy jungler that doesn't have early game mobility, Hilda is a menace. Hayabusa Ling, one of her favorite snacks in the jungle. And as you know, if she gets bursted down, she just goes eat grass. She touches grass, as most other people should also do, and then she's full health again.
Yeah, I mean, look, that is, pretty much what she does, as Bind Crusher does pick up a guy for the side of maybe OTK. But Renova goes for the Roger. Roger, gold lane so early on, would you go for it?
So I don't know, Roger's currently a bit iffy. I mean, it's currently up and down, left and right. So he hasn't found the side in the meta. I mean, it's not necessarily going to be gold. I mean, Akai can flex to the jungle. Roger can also go jungle or gold. So overall, not bad, being both flex picks. But Alchemy X responding with the Novaria as well as the Joe. So now the question is it going to be Joe Rome? Heal the XP lane, or are they going to swap around a bit?
Well, we will see how this one does play out. Novaria at this point, I mean, we've seen you've actually played against a Novaria not so recently. It was last night against DBZ. I mean, Novaria definitely needs to be respected into the matchups. I mean, she has a large range, as well as with that, just before that other mat that she places out, right, that slows you down, that could allow your team to get the proper sets onto you. But Blaze picking up the Guinevere, and maybe OTK does ban out the carrier.
So with the carry ban, this is quite interesting. So having a carry, it's just literally to keep the Akai safe. But with one tank in your arsenal, I don't think a carry ban is necessary. Alchemy X going for that Faza ban. Faza is irritating. She's annoying and she does hell of a lot of damage. Along with maybe the Kedita, Zusha, and Zeshin, there's not a lot of mages you see in the current meta. So we're decreasing that Europol even more so. I think that's a good strategy though.
Well, I have to agree with you. It all comes down to what is still left, what you can do to get the objectives, and what you're going to do with the team fights. As we do see, well, maybe OTK does ban out the X-Borg. X-Borg currently also, I mean, like the Uranus, very strong in any composition.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Xborg is currently, in my biased opinion, kind of broken. I've already got 2 Savages this season with the newly Xborg. So, bro, that thing is correct. And I mean, the true damage against a tanky lineup is awesome. So, banning the carry and the Xborg, they definitely want to protect their tanks. They might even be looking at picking up maybe like a Hylos Cat or something else that can also frontline. But Dung would be very good in the hands of maybe OTK. I would say if they picked a Badang roam, a Kai jungle, Gwen XP lane, so then you can do a full combo. The first crack into the heavy spin, into the Violet Requiem. That is a wombo combo for days.
You know, speaking of Savages, I picked up a Savage a couple of days ago with one of Scarpy's favorite heroes.
Got to.
No. The Melissa. I died for it, but you know, in my mind it was worth it.
Let's make the whole world green and light.
I would chase a Savage into the fountain. I'm honest, I'm greedy like that. I can lose the game, but if I get that Savage, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I did. We didn't lose, but you know, I died.
Salty sweats.
It's better than a salty flame shot, though. I'd rather take someone diving me under 3 turrets for a Savage than just walking up in a road flame shot, just boom, deletes.
Yeah. The question is, right, have you guys ever gotten a Savage with a mage?
A punch for a punch.
I don't play, mate.
No, the most I've gotten with a mage is a Maniac. It was back in my Veil days. So, yeah, Maniac. I've got a few Maniacs, Veil and Odette. I mean, you want to combo that with like an Atlas or even a Tigreal, and you just full send everything onto the full team. You can't get a Savage, but I've only gotten lucky with a Maniac this far.
I did one with only one with the Nana of all the heroes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Even I was shocked. I was just like, threw out full combo. You know, the Molina, then the Molina Blitz, and the Boomerang. Right, full combo onto the entire team. And somebody's like, Savage. I was like, oh, I even got shocked. I knew I should have recorded it.
But nonetheless, the draft is finished. The final picks for Alchemy X being the Brody as well as Paquito. A bit of an unconventional pick, but it can work in the right hands. And maybe OTK locking their draft with the Florin as well as the Louis. So the Louis is, in my opinion, a bit iffy in this lineup. They have no real follow-up. There's only mostly the Kai that can follow up fastly with that full set. Maybe in the Guinevere. Okay, so maybe it's not a bad pick. Okay, maybe I was just not opening my eyes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are setting up for the first match. Oshroomsy and Waylander will be bringing you the blow-by-blow action in this first matchup in this best of 3 series. Let's go.
It's gonna be a fun stream, a fun show. We're gonna have, even us, right? We're gonna have some fun with the casting as well. We're gonna enjoy ourselves because it's not an official match. It's just a bit of a pre-show warm-up. Just get everybody in the mood for the draw. Put everyone on the edge of their seats. Get a little bit of excitement going. Get the blood pumping, and maybe a little bit of fear too, depending on who you're gonna be up against.
But now the question is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Seppi's debut match under the newly reformed Alchemy X flag.
Well, on our stream, they did have a match against Equinox, I think it was, though we didn't stream that particular game, unfortunately.
Ah, okay, no. So this is the first time I will be seeing them. I mean, As you know, he is very good onto his jungle roles, but it's quite interesting. But wait, I see now there is a problem. There's a AFK Navaria
Well.
already.
Yeah, you see how they just end our fun. We're just getting into it. You know, the excitement is starting. Who's this Nova?
We were ready. Whose name in shame? It's Lumi.
Oh.
Lumi! I just got a call. McDonald's phone. They want their Wi-Fi back.
Return to sender. Which in box. Yeah, well, it's South Africa. It is what it is. We always have internet problems. Something's going wrong here all the time.
It's always either the internet or it's the power outages. But luckily, touch wood, there hasn't been any load shedding as of late, and I hope and pray that it stays that way.
I wonder who could fire it. Because it wasn't like the infrastructure changed.
Yeah, the governing body changed a little bit, so that might be the change. But let's not go into politics. We are here for fun.
Well, I thought politics was fun, but maybe it's just me because I'm old.
Alright, we can continue.
Finally. So, with Navaria having her small break in the base, ready for action, do you think this is the rest Navaria needed before she can start flying around? She was recharging her mana to cast skills from afar. Getting that not hourglass. I don't know what to call it. English is not Englishing.
I'm not sure what it's called either. Well, anyway, yeah, whatever it is called, it shall be called. But the Florence sticking up here on the top lane, Pit Pumpy's getting quite a bit of poke here from Renova. Oh, but does Renova overextend? He's taking up. Here's the flicker. It was double flicker. Oh, no, the show didn't go with the flicker. But he dodged it. There's the beautiful flicker. There's the heavy spin. Now the flicker comes out from Wave. Wave is dancing away. But look at us. There's the engagement. It's gonna be Sepulchre onto the Florence. But there's a Bind Crusher to the rescue at just the right amount of time so that the Florence can escape. But 7 seconds to go. First iron hide of the game.
I have to say, luckily, if any mage was AFK, I would pick the Navaria to be AFK. She doesn't get a huge power spike at level 4. That ultimate is game-changing, though, with that amount of vision it provides around the objective. But I won't say it's make or break mandatory. Sepulchre and Lumi starting up this first turtle, the first iron hide of the match, and it seems to go uncontested because Bind Crusher is hungry. He wants to eat the buff first.
Yeah, Makito with the combo into the backline. Hilda dishing out the damage. First blood to Echo. But Bind Crusher, he wants to try to return some amount. He's going to try and tank through all of this. It's a 4v2 situation. Guinevere waiting with the camp. Wants to go in on somebody. Oh, versus the Bind Crusher. And goes straight into like a Mike Tyson hit to the head. As Echo comes in. One final axe smash. Sends the Guinevere back.
Oh, that was a risky play. A good camp out. If she landed that Requiem, it would have been game over. But unfortunately, you can't always succeed in that regard. But it's currently going to be a 3v3 situation. Cho doesn't have the ultimate yet. There's a Varia committing. There's a snipe out. Cho's just dishing him out of it. There's a Floral Bloom in response. Bind Crusher with a full heavy spin. Knocking Wave into the turret. And Florin gets the kill. She supports so hard they die to it.
Typical support. Just steal all the kills. That was also such a beautiful heavy spin, dragging the choke back underneath the turret, and then there comes Florin. You know, once, of all the savages that were ever stolen from me, there's one that I will never forget till the day I die. Oh, it's gonna be Makita onto the turret. Lots of damage onto Getsuka, but she manages to reposition. Bind Crusher just in there trying to zone away. But Shroomsy, there's one I will never forget. This is a before 2 minute Savage. I already got a Maniac. There was a Diggy on the enemy team, so this was quite a while ago when Diggy was being played quite often. Engagement onto the turret, there's the way of the dragon. We see the follow-up Lycan, pounce and flicker used to escape. As Renovo is in pretty decent shape. But Ketsuka was taken down there in the mid lane as the focus is still onto the Roger. We see the Tornapod memory come through. We should. Oh, he doesn't have the Tornapod memory. Florin comes in there, throws out a stun, gives Renova the space to reposition and recall.
And meanwhile, in the bot lane, there's the heavy spinner onto the Hilda, pushing her under the turret, but she's has the right amount of movement speed just to escape from that. There's that counter engagement. Sabal goes into the mix, but bro, playing extremely safe, not overcommitting that early game lead they've got. There's the Lycan bounce, but bro, this Paquito's doing a lot of damage. There's the way of the dragon onto Akai, and he gets taken down by Lumi on that Navaria.
Plays into the mix versus the Violet Requiem. Hilda somehow escaping everybody's attention, but Seppi was taken down by the Yin Yang combo coming in from Ketsuka on the Luigi. And but look at Pete Pompey's. Pete Pompey, he's not interested in any fight. He's 0-0-0, but 2 turrets to the good. That is a marksman.
And I mean, it shows on the scorecard. I mean, it's already a 2k gold lead he has over the enemy marksman. Just taking all the farm, being hungry. I won't be disappointed if he gets this 1v1 kill onto the Roger. There's the flicker. Flora Bloom has been committed, but he still has a torn apart memories. He commits it and gets the kill, but there a lot of danger onto that Pete Pompies. There's the heavy spin Navarro with a beautiful snipe, taking out that Florin, but in response, Pete Pompey's pays with it lies. His first fight, he got 1 kill, 1 assist, and 1 death. That's why you never engage, never overcommit as a marksman. Just be 0-0 the rest of the game.
Yeah, but though I would say, if, in terms of a trade-off, not a bad trade-off for the side of Alchemy X. Oh, engagement under the turret. Echo wants to go in there. The Yin Yang comes in as a response. It's a shutdown. Ketsuka picking up the kills here.
I mean, he is someone you don't want to be farmed. I mean, that Duality does a lot of damage. Wave is looking for that setup from the Cho. Will he get onto Nova? There is the knockup, but he does not commit. There's the Polga onto Mind Crusher. He's dishing a lot of damage. There's the snipe coming out from the Varia. The follow-up. There's the Flora Bloom just to keep everyone safe. Louis is into the mix. Very aggressive diversion play you get there. There's a Duality onto Pit Pompies. He gets the torn apart memories, but Bind Crusher escapes with 1 HP.
Yeah, 1 HP. Like, we're gonna see them in the draw very, very soon.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, there's even a 1 HP player into the team of maybe OTK. Alter on that Florin, flying that flag very high.
Oh, there's the Cho being engaged upon by the Akai. The Akai with a heavy spin, knocking the Hilda, pinning underneath the fountain dishing out the damage. Roger gets the kill. However, Seppi into the backline, has to disengage as the front line's back into the mix. There's the way of the dragon. Floral Bloom comes through, beautifully done. Torn apart memory in the mix here. And the Yin Yang combinations from that dude, dishing out so much damage. But Pit Pompies, he's just styling on everybody. Takes out the Florin, basically attacking the Akai. As Lumi there throws out a shot to the head, sending everybody back to the base. But Blaze, on the other hand, he's taking this opportunity to push to his heart's content.
Taking already a turn in there. Big Pompies dies to the duo of the side of APOGK. But they quietly doing a very good job doing this comeback plays. There's another tier 1 turret taken down, but Spolga is getting ready. He has his first up, and there's the first kill onto Ketsuka. Won the Runova. He gets it like a pass onto Lumi. That's 1 kill in next shade, the Floral Bloom. Trying to keep him safe, but the Wife of Dragon just to follow up, and Sepulga takes that double kill into the hands of Alchemy X. Meanwhile, Blaze once again doing the Xylong plays and pushing out the mid-tier 1 turrets.
Oh, there's the Violet Requiem. Now it lands. It's well, 3rd time's the charm.
That is true, bro. That is true. I mean, I was a bit stressed. She missed a lot of that knockups, combinations of herself, and But might be the turnaround she needed, that confidence boost to land those Violet Requiem combinations very well there. But Blaze is in a lot of trouble. Here's the wave onto that. There's a knockup from Blaze. He's in a lot of trouble, but he might be get away. There's torn apart memories, but not enough damage. No Sky Piercer just yet for that Brody.
And the Raw is up. The turret's pretty even, the kill's pretty even, the gold, I mean look at the gold, oh my goodness, there's a way of the dragon, but it's going to be a kill to the good. Pete Promise has been taken down, the Raw is available, but Akai, he's in a battle here with a Hilda, the two of them are in a war, or a battle of attrition. It's like two tanky heroes just slowly hitting one another. Are they wait, once more, tries to get that knockup, doesn't go for it, overextend there, so Paul goes in waiting. Gets the shots off, Hilda trying to revive through the bushes, but commits the sprint just to try and reposition. Wants to get that shield up, wants to get into the backline, is starting off this fight. No one's worried about the Raw. Heavy spin comes out, and Kitsuka manages to secure the objective. Oh, but Novaria wins it, and Novaria gets taken down. It's gonna be a 2 for nothing exchange. The fight is continuing in here. Roger, he's hungry. He wants to go in. The Floral Bloom keeping him alive with that the shield coming in from there. Oh my goodness, that was quite a bit of shield. He's got the rose gold meteor, and when you know what the flask does, gives you that 30% bonus shield. And so Raw should definitely go the way of maybe OTK.
I think there's definitely, but Spore goes out there. Yes, will you get the steal? There's a knockup from the Blaze. 4 combo takes him down. Lord in fair favor. There's a way of the dragon, but no, bro, he's too low already, and he gets taken. Now that's a 2 for nothing exchange, and the Lord going in favor of maybe OTK. Meanwhile, Hilda in a lot of danger, trying to just divert the team's attention away from the 2 squishes in the mid lane. Brody going for another objective, going for that bottom tier 2 turret. But with a Lord marching now, 3 members down, this is going to be a very tough defense. The Holy Shield will be cracked before the Mega Minions comes in. So this might be an ending angle.
Yeah, this Roger really starting to hurt right now. Oh, but there's the way of the dragon coming out there, dragging back Blaze. He's gonna get engaged upon, he has to use the flicker, gets the knockup, can't get the fight objective. Oh, and somehow almost escape, but he gets taken down. So that's a 1 for nothing trade-off, but a tier 2 turrets, they're falling left, right, and center. Or actually just center and bot, if we want to be very specific.
And there's a charge up, taking a bit of health away from the but full engagement here onto the mid lane. There's a heavy spin, pinning Pete Pompey's against the wall. That's a 2 for nothing exchange. The mid lane turret is wide open. They only have to worry about the way of the dragon, but it seems like they are looking for an ending angle, trying to lock on. Echo in a lot of danger. That's Roger teaching a massive amount of damage, and that tier 1 turret will also fall in exchange. So bro, maybe OTK did a 180 turnaround, full aggressiveness as soon as this Roger came online, and it's paying off.
Yeah, as long as you got a decent front, look at the Roger. He doesn't care, he's found and diving. It's like, I'm not interested in anything. You know, if he just buys immortality now, right, you can end the game.
Definitely, but they definitely need to play safe, especially Pete Pompey. He's the main damage dealer. There's the Polga just with a bit of knockback, but the duality along with the heavy spin. We have the dragon landing but not doing enough damage. I think this might be game, set, match. 1 minion. Will they be able to take it out? Hilda pays with a life. Pete Pompey is looking for an angle, but that will be game, set, and match. First game going loosely into the hands of maybe OTK.
Nicely done. As expected, the Roger picking up the MVP for the side of maybe OTK. As they put in they just kind of stomped through the mid to late game.
Bro, it was a devastating game. I mean, the early game was a bit back and forth. Alchemax did a very good job having that early game advantage. But I want to say, as soon as that Roger came into the mix, it was all downhill from there. And yeah, Pete Pompey did a very good job in the early game, just keeping the Roger in check. But as soon as Roger just left his lane, there was no one to he just went full farm, all out, farmed up. 13 minutes already, almost full item. So what a game.
But this is a best of 3 as Brian Crusher is pointing out that Joe didn't pick up the roam. I was wondering why he wasn't getting level 4 fast enough.
Roger didn't pick up the roam, and interesting, I just saw this Brody picked up the Berserker's Fury, so he went for a basic attack Brody build, which is a bit unconventional. Not a bad choice, but it's a bit unconventional, and that's why he did so much damage onto that basic attacks against that Akai.
Yeah. That's true. But well, we're heading into the game once again. It's the drafting phase. We will. This is just a friendly, so nothing too serious going on here. I know everyone's waiting for the draft. They're waiting to find out who's going to be playing against whom. As I'll just get the draft screen up and running for you. As the first ban, I'm sure people can guess what the first ban was. We don't even need to tell you what the first ban is. As you can now see.
Oh, but what a game. Scorpy, what was your opinion about that game you watched? Good chat. So as we head into the drafting phase, the first ban, of course, being none other than Seppi's #1 Joy. Also taking out the 1-1 in response. Alchemy X, sticking to the meta bans, banning out Wise as well as that Lapu. Very good ban. So the Lancelot is still open. Are they going to once again ban out the Lancelot? Is it going to be the same bans? Or are they going to switch it up? Maybe throw in a respect or two?
I think you might have AFK'd. But I'll join you in the drafting phase. Well, it looks like they're just going for the meta bans as we know, and well, the one respect ban definitely in the mix, which is the Joy ban. The Lena and 1-1 bans, I'm like, I think they're having fun with that. Okay, not the 1-1, right? 1-1 is a good ban.
1-1 is meta.
Yeah.
Currently, 1-1 has, if you look at the MSC statistics, she has 100% contention rate. I think it dropped now to something like 98%. But that was literally a pickle ban hero, because if you look at the current meta, which is mostly sustain heavy with a few assassins maybe, Layla's the perfect counter. Not Layla, sorry. 1-1. Being able to just dash around and get those weakness points while the team forwards are extended. So, I mean, she's a massive, massive pick into the gold lane.
That, I think, is the hero that I play the worst in this game. I actually play Fanny better than I play 1-1. I don't know what it is about 1-1. I suck at 1-1.
World desperately needs.
Like, I'm not the best 1-1, but it's better than my Fanny. Like, okay, so I'm going to brag here. Okay, so I played a Fanny game today. It was my first silver on a Fanny. I went 7.3, 6, 4, and 4 on a Fanny. So can I get a round of applause? Hashtag Stroomsy is GOAT in the chat. I didn't get a bronze for the first time in my life.
Yeah. Fanny is very, very, very high skill. In fact, right, because I wasn't getting to practice Fanny properly, I actually created a Smurf for the sole purpose of practicing Fanny. Well, that was back when I was a player.
But I want to say, like, now currently it's too late to pick up a Fanny. After that energy nerf she's kind of one of those heroes that if you're a pro player, like massively main Fanny, top global, you can play her. If not, you will be going negative.
Give me a target.
That is the current stage she's in.
Yeah, but what I always say is this, right? Practice, if you've already got all your meta heroes unlocked, so this is for like the players who've already reached that particular stage in their playing career, you gotta learn everything. Because when you learn how to play every type of jungler, you never know when the update is gonna come around that brings something that was not meta straight back into the meta. It's one of the reasons we love this game, is the meta is ever changing.
Yeah, and that's something that makes a massive difference into the team plays. I mean, it literally changed mid-tournament. We were into the full assassin junglers, full squishy lineups, and tanky XP laners. Then suddenly the update came, and then we went into the damage jungler, sustain fighters, as well as the sort of tank session jungler. So tank junglers are becoming much more prevalent after the update. So a meta shift like that can make you having more comfortable picks. If you used to be a tank jungler, well, now is your chance to shine once again. It's a change just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Me personally, right? Okay, I can play tank jungle if I do ever play in the jungle role, but it's not the thing that I'm happiest playing, if you know what I mean. It's a big adjustment in your playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, you used to playing assassins, going for backline dives, waiting a few seconds before engaging, having the ability to push out lanes if needed, farm up fast. That is your playstyle. So as soon as you walk into the tank jungles, that's where you get put a little bit on the back foot. Suddenly, you're not from 12 minutes. You're not allowed to take buffs anymore. Then it's the marksman's buffs. And suddenly, it's a complete 180 on the turnaround of the playstyle.
Exactly.
Yo.
Are you back?
It sounds like Scott Eagle has woken up.
No, so what happened is, just as I switched off the camera, right, both of my hamstrings went into a cramp.
Whoa.
It was so awkward and it was so sore. So obviously I couldn't speak. I need to stretch it out first. But anyway, I'm back.
That is, I hate cramps, bro. Oh my goodness. Because when they lock, right, it's like it's just one muscle that locks, but it feels like your whole body locked. It sucks.
It's stretched into the calves.
Oh, that's not nice. Oh, that's not nice.
So yeah, well, like I was saying, like that is something I haven't experienced yet. So I'm sorry for all the old people, age homes here, being Scorpion Way, the uncles of the channel. I don't have the same problems.
Don't worry.
Don't put Scorpion in my age group, right? He's still a young man.
He's over 30. He's old.
He reached 30 recently.
Yeah, recently. But I invite you to come and span 50 meter se oogies draad met rebar en reinforcements en droppers en alles. So en alles in 'n dag se werk. Op my ouderdom, ek dare jou. Alright,
so
ladies and gentlemen, we are into the second match between maybe OTK and Alchemy X. Maybe OTK just clutching it in the first match, playing very beautiful. My question is, will Alchemy X learn their lesson and come back?
Welcome to Mobile
I think that's definitely the case, though, because I mean, there was a few hero swaps coming out. We see Pit Pompies on that. Leslie loves so much. So damage like that with a Fars Up a Dung combination as well. Black Dragon form into the back line, just annoying that Zeshin, sorry. So that might be the swap they were looking for.
Yeah. Some interesting picks in here as well. They've got the Badang in the mid lane. Shroomsy, you can see this.
No, we have a problem with Lumi again.
Oh. so the time mid lane. I was like, wait, what's happening?
I was just watching once again. I was like, why? Where's the mage? Is she camping the weird bush? Oh no, there she is, taking a quick 2-minute break. So while that is running, so if you are tired of life, you don't know where to walk to, Rapid Energy is the thing to take to get you back into the game.
But at least with the fast, right, you can, even if you're a little bit delayed, you can get there quite quickly. It's her mobility it's one of the reasons that she's so scary. granted, she's got the burst potential, she's got a bit of CC, and the range of her ultimate is so huge. It's just, it's. I was like, who designed this? Who said that this kind of range is what's necessary?
I mean, she's got more range than Sicilian, so that's just crazy. And like Faza is for me one of the best heroes. She's got 1v1 potential. She can burst down any squishy if she gets a combo on point. She has the ability to nuke the enemy team if there's a set comp. She can escape, she can reposition, she can gank. It's just such a good hero though.
I was just seeing Echo Diaz's comments in the chat. He's like, Lumi is a lagger. That's funny. I'm gonna say that's funny. Oh, look at this. Interesting with the Vania. Look at that amount of damage we dished out.
Yeah, with that passive swing attacks, that is something I like seeing. I mean, I missed the time when you could have just pulled two creeps, both the creeps to the edge of the rock formation, and you get could attack both creeps at once. That is something I missed. So seeing that happen was something nostalgic.
It was. And the quick XP lane rotation by the mage and Roma set up first blood for the side of maybe OTK. So, but Kitsuka has to flicker back to safety. There's a deadly catch coming out here. What? It's gonna be Kitsuka with that early flicker, managing to reposition very, very nicely. Alter and Kitsuka, they were a bit low. They do have the heals coming up. Lumi just waiting in the bush. But it's Harith the 1v1 on the top lane, Renova. Setting up here as there we're gonna see Bike Crusher. He's like, let's put some pressure. Let me frontline. He does a very good job on these tank jungles. Atlas gets a bit of poke onto Wave. Sepulka throws out a skill there. They want to deal with this is who they want to deal with. Force out the Black Dragon form early. They're going in. But the wall! CC's up. The feather airstrike, the deadly. The cat, but somehow Bike Crusher manages to reposition. But look at this from Harith. He's moving across there. Do they know he's waiting in the bush? He wants to go in. Zabun Force jumping around. He waited so patiently for the skills. Is he going? Is he going to get the kill? He does. He wants to continue. He's like, wait, come here, buddy. The buddy has to fly away. What is Echo? He's like, no, I'm not done. Flicker comes in there. Double kill for the Harith with the play.
Oh, bro, gotta kill in the top lane, gotta kill in the mid lane, gotta kill in the bot lane. He's like, I am the map. I am rotation.
Harith's doing an excellent job. What a rotation that was. That was a game-saving rotation.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, even they got a few kills onto the enemy team, but they decided not to go for that neutral turtle objective. So Alchemy X has the chance to reset, reposition, but they need to also start focusing onto this gold lane. There's a full engagement, beautiful. Getting once again Echo taken down. That Yuzong is not having fun. He is not enjoying this warm-up match.
In the slightest. Well, they focused him from the beginning. This is something I like to see, where teams just don't go and gank gold all the time. You can't just keep ganking gold. But speaking of ganking gold, Renova is in a bit of danger here. Manages to use that mobility very nicely as Alter comes around. Just provides that amount of safety for his teammate. But look at this run of Keto Blaze takes down Echo in the top lane, on the bot lane there. As Atlas, he's swarming around. He wants to get that set. Doesn't have the Fatal Links available just yet.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wait. There's not a lot of damage coming out from the Zeshan, so you need to get that Harith online to start dishing the damage for this. Pakito onto Pain. Sepulka pays with his life. No Fires farming safe in top lane. There's the Fatal Links onto 2. Zabin Force has been committed. There's the damage they needed, along with Bind Crusher. Bro, Bind Crusher, you usually see him on the Marksman or the Roger jungle, but he's acing this tank jungles currently.
Yeah, he used to be look at this Paquito having a party in the bot lane. He used to be in the back in the day when it wasn't maybe OTK and it was just OTK. He used to be their jungle. He was an alpha main, and then when we switched to the tank and fighter jungle, he was shining bright like a star.
I mean, that is the power a meta shift has. So, beautiful camp out here from Blaze on that Paquito. Tries to get the combo going, but unfortunately does not land anything. So, currently the map position firmly in the favor of maybe OTK. They've got the top lane turret, putting a lot of pressure onto this bot lane. Yuzong, bro, he's scared. He's scared. There's a knockup onto Zapalga. The deadly cash has been committed. Beautiful engagement with Blaze into the backline. There's a first crack. Just trying to keep everyone safe, but the Zapad Force has been committed. There's a Fury of the Phoenix just to end everything off. So that was a 3-for-0 exchange. The last turtle is up, but bro, this Harrow, he's not done. You just really think he's over. Zapad Force has been knocked out. He's like, bro, I don't need my ult.
Yeah, this marksman's been
Watch this
impressing me.
fight.
Throughout the course of the game goes in once more. this MM has been impressing me throughout the 2 games.
Yeah, Renova. Which squad did he play for? I can't remember. For the life of me. I remember the name. I see him often in rank, but I can't remember which squad he's from.
I think it's maybe OTK.
Oh, there's the first crack from the Badang onto Renova. He commits the dash around Zaban Force into the mix. Bind Crusher. Boom. There goes the Praise's Wrath, but not doing enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, finally, Zapalga is on the board. Gets the kill onto Blaze. There's a snipe from Pete Pompies. Atlas gets taken down as well. Trying to get that set off, but pays with his life.
Happening here. The split push and map control. Still a minute to go until this next major objective, which will be based on the timing, the first roar of the game. We won't get to see the third Iron Hide.
Yeah, it was spawned up just past the 8-minute mark. So beautiful rotation, knowing with the Lord coming up, there's camping here onto the Renova. There's the Badang, but beautiful dodge there from Renova, but he gets caught out by the deadly cash. And Badang steals the kill away from Alchemy X. There's engagement into the mid lane, but everyone just stays safe. So that was a beautiful engagement onto Renova. And with that being down, they have the ability to start zoning, getting the lane spread. The Lord is up in 15 seconds.
Based on this Paquito, he's being fearless from the start of the game. 6-1 and 2. He's got pretty much, he's got the Hunter Strike. He's going for the BOD. All in preparation right now. This is the 8-minute mark. The team is setting up. Maybe OTK trying to get in position for this first roll of the game. Oh, that's going to be the Paquito into the backline. Manages to do some damage. Gets poked back. Black Dragon Form come out. Atlas with the fatal links, but no one's there to follow. But the first crack is into the backline. Oh my goodness. Somehow Zetchian repositions and survives. It's going to be the Frederick. He gets taken up in Pompies with the shots from the back. As it's going to be Alchemy X. They won the team fight. They're continuing to 3-for-0 engagement. As Paquito tries to take somebody down, but he is taken down himself. Harold has to attempt to steal, but nothing doing. However, he goes in with the Zaban Force. He's dancing around here, has to retreat. Everyone is kind of low. There's the deadly catch coming up from Bane. Zapalga, he wants to go back in for more, but this 1v1 battle is happening. The feathered airstrike into the mix as Fossa gets the kill. Atlas, he moves in there, he wants to take down the Fossa. Somehow the shield fox. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Probably. Oh, that was negative health.
Oh, she bought that Queen's Wings just before she got taken down. What itemization coming out, timing from that Lumi.
Lumi the lagger. As we should no, let's not make that a thing, right? Just having a complaint for something, for starting something.
But that was a tricky engagement. I mean, it was a bit tough. Maybe OTK went in one-on-one with this. Renova taken down. Fatal links onto one. The Feather Airstrike just to zone everyone away, but Bind Crusher into the mix. He gets it all out. There's a Fury of the Phoenix. There's the Appraiser's Wrath doing no damage onto Wave, but takes down that Faza. And Sepulga here from the back, they're trying to sandwich. There's a flicker from Wave onto Natalia, but Sepulga, there's the first crack onto the wall. They have one chance, one opportunity. The Black Dragon form is looking for his next target. Will they find Getsuka? And she also gets taken down in response. So, bro, beautiful 2-for-0 exchange, but with that sandwich play coming out from Sepulga, they turned it out into a 3-for-2. What a win. But there's plays once again onto Echo, and he takes down the Dragon Slayer himself.
Oh, what a play from Sephi! Godlike with that babe. There's the snipe, ultimate snipe coming out from the Leslie, securing the kill. The shields are down. Concealed play comes out from this Atlas, but everyone separates, manages to reposition. Oh, Atlas with the flicker! He got the fatal links of the flicker. The team comes in and they take everybody. That was a surprise, I think, not just for me, but for Alchemy X as well.
What a play. That was a crazy play. It was unexpected. I didn't expect him to go in, but I have to say the follow-up layering from the side of maybe OTK was on point, because you saw the Fury of the Phoenix wait she waited to throw that ultimate just after the taunt came out from Bind Crusher. So beautiful layering on that Suns, keeping them underneath the turret, and I mean that made a massive play.
Nice pick off here from AX as they take down that Paquito just before this second row of the game, just heading in towards the 12-minute mark. But done scouting out the bushes. Atlas has to reposition. The two MMs battling out for wave control on the top lane, but Harrod makes the rotation across first. Atlas wants to try to stop something here in the bot lane. He's just a bit far away from his team. The Black Dragon form has come out. There's the control onto the Frederick. Fritz cracked there, beautifully setting up. It's the follow-up. It's going to be a fatal link, trying to get everybody outside the range of the feathered airstrike with the deadly catch. So deadly, dishing out the damage. Paquito into the mix, but it's Harrod into the backline once more. Reed Rovo is an assassin, Harrod.
What a flicker!
He doesn't have the downward force though, sadly. Otherwise could have been a play and red zone.
Oh, and this Pit Bomb is just taking down, dishing a major amount of damage onto Blaze. So this is definitely a comeback coming out from Alchemy X. It's already basically an uncontested Lord in their favor. So, bro, as soon as this Echo lands the target, this is the danger for the side of. There's a first break. Atlas with a flicker onto everyone, but he does not commit the fatal links. Echo commits the Black Dragon form. And there's the deadly catch onto the turret. They're trying to force down this. There's the Fury of the Phoenix. No creeps left alive. Zap and Force has been committed. Bind Crusher looking for a target. Fury of the Phoenix. Oh, sorry. Feathered Airstrike used.
I'm saying this now, Nigel. We're clipping that. We're clipping that. We are so clipping that.
Who needs to protect your marksman if they are sniped by Leslie? He's like, bro, pay with your life. You wanted to overextend. Die.
So we're one apiece in this game. It's actually been very entertaining. Not gonna lie. Those two pre-show games.
Oh, that was a fun game. I mean, they definitely had the early game advantage on the side of maybe OTK, but the patience coming out there from Alchemy X, Seppi and his team, bro, that was clutch. The pain plays, I didn't expect them to be that on point. I mean, the deadly catches from the sandwich position, he went for that Lord Steals, going for the turrets. I mean, bro, that is the Seppi I know, not the first game. I don't know what we saw there on that Paquito. It was ouchy.
Yeah. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, you learn from the experience, you get better. But we should be heading into the third and final match very soon between these two teams. We're going to wait for everyone to ready up. then we're going to head into the drafting phase. But as we were saying to you guys at home, it's just a little bit of fun to have. Because these teams are not in the final 8 of the MSA Cup. And, well, like in the case of Alchemy X, it was a late registration that, caused a little bit of chaos for them. Because they'd definitely be one of the teams in contention for this. And while we were watching some of the admin stuff and things on the other side, just having a little bit of fun as well. Because, as admin, you don't really get to play that much.
Oh, sir, we don't. Unfortunately, but what a match.
It was a crazy match. One thing, now is talking about the admins not being able to play, I would like to see a 1v1 Way versus Scorpy. Who's the better Melissa Feedach player? And I think that would be a game. Scorpy does want to 1v1.
They call me a hero.
So Alchemy X getting the first ban here, banning out the YSS.
Solid ban though overall. I mean, bro, YSS is deadly. If you are second pick, I would not leave the YSS open. I mean, if you have a YSS player and you have first pick priority on the blue side, leave it open, pick that up. That is most probably an 80% chance that you are winning that game. Currently, there's like a 70% win rate on the YSS currently. So, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, YSS at this point in stage, I mean, he is definitely one of those top 3 heroes that you will be contesting for when it comes to when you have the first pick. But yeah, maybe OTK definitely not allowing Rika to play with his joy.
That's what comes from all the joy glazing we saw on stream. I mean, they watched the stream, they saw him glaze the joy, so they're like, you're not having fun, bro. You're not going to have fun. But
Sorry,
the second pair of bans being the Kai and the Badang, so both of these being absolute respect bans. And I have to say, I am 100% supporting those choices.
No, I mean, first crack and full spin, definitely 2 heroes that you don't want in either of your enemy team's lineups. Yeah, but just very curious to see if we will be seeing some additional respect bans as the Lapo Lapo has been removed from the side of Alchemy X.
But this is now quite interesting. They did not go for the Lance ban this time around. So now I'm wondering, is Epi going to pick up the Lancelot? Is maybe OTK going to leave it open? He's also currently one of the top contested heroes. But here comes the question. Who is going to take it, or is no one going to contest it?
I will be the truth this world desperately
does pick up
needs.
the Yuzong once more. I mean, Yuzong with the Black Dragon form, definitely one of those heroes that you don't want onto your backline. I think that's exactly the reason why Alchemy X picked up the Yuzong. Yeah, just to get that quicker rotations and get the pressure onto the enemy team.
Alright, bro, just quickly give me a second. I'm just going to step away from my mic quickly to do something quick. I'll be back right now.
As Blaze does pick up Terizla, Bind Crasher is currently showing us X-Borg. My question is, will it be the X-Borg that gets picked up? I mean, we did speak about the X-Borg. X-Borg in the jungle, not bad at this point in the stage. As Bind Crusher does pick up X-Borg. So maybe OTK definitely going for the more tankier lineup. Having 2 frontliners at this point in stage.
Let's fight to our heart's
Oh, Rika does pick up the Lucas. Lucas currently also very strong. Just unfortunate that, his energy bar does take a minute to recharge.
Yeah, I mean, that means he's not available for that first level 4 gang. So it does change up the rotation quite a bit from the Lucas, but his playstyle not as much. That was the only major change. But, bro, Bind Crusher, he watched my voice, he listened to my soul, and he picked up that X-Borg along with the Terizla. So if they get a Tigreal into this mech, or even the Atlas once again, that might be game.
I'm bound by nothing. Be it
As we
family,
do see, Renova does pick up the Gushin. Just looking at the skills now, it seems like it will be Gushin mid lane.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Or Gushin gold lane for some reason. I don't know. Because Nova did play the marksman last round, but I mean, usually Gushin, if he doesn't go into jungle, is only mid.
Experience the euphony.
So that's a very interesting pick.
As we do see 2 marksman bands coming in through in the second phase of the drafting phase. Erithal and Granger getting removed from the equation. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that's Alchemy X saw that maybe OTK wanted to pick up the Granger, so they responded with a Granger ban. But
still alive.
maybe OTK sticking to the marksman bands. I mean, that's 1-1 Erithal and Brody.
So the only 2 choices they have left is maybe the Harith or even Melissa, because Melissa gets beaten by most of these marksmen's banned out. So Melissa is a good pick, Harith is a good pick. Other than that, I don't know what else is left.
Chivalry is dead.
Ooh, but that answers the question. Clint being banned out, there's the carry. So now the question is, will Pete Pompous go for his Leslie pick? Or will they try and counter that carry with a Melissa? And there's a Melissa.
Wave is currently showing us Franco. My question is, will it be the Franco? I saw the Johnson. I would actually not mind seeing the Johnson because we've only featured the
It's a fun
legendary
match.
skin once.
I mean, as a fun match, I would not mind the Johnson. I'm not sure how I'm feeling this Franco into this lineup. I would rather pick something that can pair better with Echo and Sepulga. I mean, they have the ability to knock out the enemy if they get the bloody hunt, but not the best choice. That is perfect. That counters the carry very, very well as the X-Borg. That is a perfect pick.
It's quite odd that the Druid counters the X-Borg because, I mean, what happens when you burn wood? It burns, okay? It burns. But nonetheless...
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Thank you, Moonton, for that physics into the game. But, yeah, Ketsuka with a final pick. I mean... Kutsuka, also the Team SA's woman captain, playing for maybe OTK tonight. So, yeah, deadly jungler.
I would honestly say just pick up the Atlas, give ult to the Atlas once again. Maybe Tiger is not a bad option. Other than that, get to Kalia. No, I didn't say Kalia.
It's like blood.
Ooh, now that I like. That I like a lot. The amount of damage they can pay with that Cursed Blood, along with that Last Insanity and Gushin with these daggers flying. I don't remember what these daggers are called, but that's a good combination.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the final draft of the evening. Will Alchemy X pick up the dubs here and take it 2-1, or will maybe OTK take it 2-1 as we are heading into the sudden death round? Let's go!
Interesting. Wave picking up the flicker on the Balric, so this is going to be a fun third game, and I mean, they're playing with everything on the line.
I'm loving the skins coming out. Collectors are plenty. The Gushin double 11. Looks like it's going to be a Gushin in the mid lane. Not often we get to see that.
But one thing I would say is the report carry for not using a proper skin, using a Starlight skin while you have all the skins available. That's kind of crazy. So once again, Luvi has McDonald's Wi-Fi and is AFK. What else? What else do we expect?
Funny stuff. Well, we'll just keep the pods up and running for a bit until everybody is ready and set. We'll find out soon enough. when we can unpause the game and head into this, the third and final matchup. And then it'll be the moment everyone is waiting for, the draw. So Gosu Akaru, the draw will be happening after this match. So that will be in probably around 15 to 20 minutes time, based on the lengths of the previous games.
Well, if I look at the draft, I have to say the scaling definitely comes better from the side of Alchemy. From maybe OTK. Their scaling into the early game is splendid. But they're going against a Lucas as well, so it might be heading into the lane game. But if they can position very well with this Xbox onto their objectives and not get caught out by the Wrath of Giants, it might be a game changer.
Yeah, exactly. So the match has been resumed and everything should be back to normal.
Lumi is moving. This is the first time. Breaking news. Lumi will get the first minion wave in time.
You're going to be labeled after this. Apologies. I'm gonna poke damage here from Pete Puppies onto 1 HP's altar. Well, Melissa does have that extra bit of range.
But one thing I would like to see, if you're going against a Melissa, you have the ability to do a very aggressive early game. The only thing she has available is the... check this invade. Level 2 invade coming out from Seppi onto the blue buff.
Yeah. They figured that they were going for the full rotation, and Melissa almost taking on Alta as he wants to go in on that Lucas. Carry manages to get away. There's a lot of poke damage being dealt onto the Beleric by the Xbox, but he's only level 2. The buffs have been stolen. When we see the counter gate, but look at that from Renova. Setting up first blood with the Petrify. Xbox going into the mix, forcing the flicker out from Wayne as they're continuing. They're trying to steal the farm away from the Lucas, throwing out some skills here. But are they gonna go for this? It is somewhat aggressive. The frog armor has been taken down from the Xbox. Lucas turns around and forces the side of baby OTK away from the objective.
And finally, Echo is having a better time into the XP lane. There's the aggressive underneath extra dive coming out from Echo, but he will be taken down. The viewer's curse struck, and he pays with his life.
Viewer's curse? You are the one who was shocking about it.
Master's curse, sorry.
Don't let the viewers into it.
Oh, bro, my English is not Englishing tonight, eh?
There's Lucas into the mix. He's level 5. Fire Crusher trying to get to level 4 at least. Before this engagement, it's going to be Lucas with the retribution. He had the higher retribution. Xbox throws out that last insanity, but he's going to get taken down as a 2-for-2 exchange. And the Iron Hide going the way of Alchemy X as they continue this jungle invade.
Nova, bro, fall back. You're in danger, my guy. That is a successful engagement. Another buff taken out away from Export. Luckily, he's now level 4, but there is a 2-level gap in the jungle. So this is the early game that Alchemy X is looking forward to. If they can get this early game snowball going, get that bot lane tower pushed out, this might be game changing. I mean, Ketuka's still level 3 onto that Carmilla. I mean, you know, they have to be the lowest roamer. There's engagement from Melissa with that Tweedles, and not committing overly so. Waiting for that Lucas before they commit to the engagement. There's once again Pete Pomp is just poking around, throwing his daggers, his needles into the haystack.
Yeah, well, they are chasing down Wave here. Can't get the passive procced fully on this Beleric. He does have a bit of mobility. Setting up here for some action on the gold lane. Once more, Puppies throwing out that Sweetle Doll, wants to dish out the damage here. force everybody. A little bit of bait going. Sicilian into the mix. Sicilian did use the Bat's Feast a little bit early. Once more, Melissa with the poke damage onto Getsuka on the Kamala. As Echo manages to take down Blaze in the top lane of the solo kill. Oh, Beast Swarm comes out. It's going to be the first blood, but no, it lands onto everybody. There's no real follow-up. Frogama comes out. But look at the sustain from the side of Alchemy X as they turn around. Bat's Feast does come in at this moment in time, and the space has been created. Pete Pompey's might be able to take this turret. It'll be a little bit close. I think so. Yeah, there we go. First turret of the game.
Oh, that is crazy. And that gives Pete Pompous the space he wants to go onto this rotation, get that mid lane turret and that farm up and running. So this second Iron Hider has been spawned up. Pete started it already, and this will be uncontested. But what I'm worrying now is this blue buff is in a lot of danger. So is maybe OTK going to sense it and stay safe, or are they going to try and contest this?
Well, the retribution is still there from the Lucas. Now he uses it once more. Pit Pompies with this mid lane push should be able to secure the mid lane turret.
I think that's definitely so. No, it's still safe a little bit. There's the Gushin with a full combo. Beast Form has been committed onto the backline, but beautiful stun up from coming out from maybe OTK. There's the last insanity onto the Polka. The Lorasta Giants commits it, and there is Tweedledall onto Bind Crusher. He gets the kill, but pays for it with his life. So, bro, that's a 2-for-1 exchange overall. That's not an exchange you would like to take.
Oh, the Petrified combo comes out from the user Lumi, and they're finishing this off, and this should be mid lane turret being taken down as well.
Oh, it's already at the almost 6-minute mark. There's a 5k gold, 5.3k gold lead in the pocket of Alchemy X. 2 turrets taken down. Melissa having a free farm opportunity here. Alta struggling a little bit against this rain from the Melissa and the pressure of the Balric. Beautiful camp coming out here. If they don't watch the map and go back to the turret, it'll either be a turret or a few kills, but seems like they're playing safe rather giving the turret.
Oh, there's the engagement. What a camp there onto the Gushin. He went in to try to defend. The bait was, the trap was set. The bait was laid by the Melissa, and they managed to get the kill. As I'm just reading Adrian's comments in the chat, they're saying his team didn't want to let him play. Alchemy X, they are in a very strong position right now. Echo into the mix, gets a knock up. There's the full cover from the team as it's Lucas. He manages to get there, unleash the beast form off there, dishing out the damage. He wants to continue the fight underneath the tunnel. He's chasing everybody down. Will this be it's a 4-for-0 exchange. Sapolga on the Lucas surviving through all of this. Melissa picking up one more kill. The mid lane tier 2 turret being taken down. And we're not even into the first roar yet.
Oh, there Alta gets deleted in the 1v1. That is Inspire committed, and bro, this is looking very grim for the side of maybe OTK. Look at Pete Pompey just melting that Faraga off. That is the first base turret cracked under 8 minutes. Terizla falls once again into the 1v1. So the question now is, are they going to wait for the Lord? Are they going to look for the ending angle here in the mid lane? Or now it seems like Seppi has other chances. He wants the gold, but beautiful 4-man Tweedledall coming out from Melissa. Locking onto the turret. There's the Faraga arm already taken down. So, bro, this is a beautiful match. There's a full combo coming out.
Go away! Nicely timed there. The Melissa damage is just way too high. If you look at, she's already got 3 items to the goods and is almost done with the Berserker's Fury.
Oh, that's a massive pass back. There's a beautiful Curse Blood onto 3, but not enough damage. Lost Insanity has been committed along with the Rapid Fire. That's 2 kills already in the favor. Blaze does pay for those kills. There's Melissa into the mix. Onto 2. Will they get the kill? No. But this is the ending angle. They take this W if Melissa just locks the turret, locks the base. There's a full engagement. They pop off. Alga take them off of the fight. So the beautiful defense coming out here from maybe OTK. That was definitely an ending angle. But this Melissa, they need to shut down this Melissa.
Yeah, she's just doing whatever she wants to do. She's trying to force the team away. There's the last insanity. Melissa trying to get onto the carry. What throws that go away out. And now Osipolka catches bike rush away from the backline. Gets the pickup kill. Well, the distraction was caused by this Melissa. She's got the damage here. Onto Therese, the penalty zone comes out, but she just melts him down. Repositions as well. Not a carry in the world. Big Pop is on fire. There's the ending angle that you were talking about. If they want to go for the base lock, are they going to go for it? The minion waves have been cleared up. But my goodness, the damage output is there. This is it. Right now, Melissa focusing on Terra base, and it is game, set, match! Going the way of Alchemy X. Thank you, Adrian, for the super chat. The Yuppie coming out, I think, just in time for your team to pick up the W.
Bro, that was a beautiful game. Complete dominance coming out from the side of Alchemy X. That early game level 2 invade, very, very, very risky, but it did pay off. And I mean, they said to you, baby, they said, okay, we gave you the first game just so you can feel good, but no more holding back.
That was a very, very, very strong performance from them. But it's the moment everybody has been waiting for. It is time for us to head into the draw phase. I think we're just going to wait for Scarpy. Are waiting for Nigel to come through.
I'm going to check with him now if he's going to join.
Because what we need to know is when we're drawing, is it Team 1 versus Team 2, or we're going to be drawing the first 4 teams and then the teams that face them afterwards. Just to make sure.
Now the fortune of the wheel is up, so I'm wondering now which team is Immortal Order going to face. Like, we already got, like, our luck, bro. My luck is the worst in any wheel. I always get Equilibrium in the same group bracket. I always face up against Equilibrium, no matter what. I've never played a tournament. Doesn't matter if it's a friendly or anything, where I have not faced up against Equilibrium. And so with my luck, with EQ being gone, we're most probably going to draw Sin Dynasty. Watch my luck.
Well, say Dynasty, I think in the poll we put up in the group chat, they have been the everyone's favorites to win it all. But there was quite a few votes going across the different teams. This final 8 teams, it's going to be interesting. That's what I can say. There's potential from any one of them to go all the way to the end and win it. So I'm quite excited to see what's going to happen there. As the man of the moment, Mr. MSA himself, has come to join us. Nigel, I'm sure you enjoyed yourself in the tournament lobby.
Yes, I did. I enjoyed interesting games. But that was fun. I had fun. It's always fun to play in the tournament lobby, and it's always fun to not have to worry about what's happening. But Alchemy X is a pretty good team, so we had fun on our side at least.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was fun for the viewers as well. They were entertained through all of this. But we've got we're gonna get the wheel up in just a moment. All right, so let me just transition into that so everyone can see the wheel. I'll put it up for you guys here as well, because I mean, what's the point of me just seeing it?
Valid.
So the 8 teams in the mix: Saint Dynasty, Equinox, Madagascar, 1 HP, Immortal Order, Backstreet Boys, Vikings, and Fenacity. That's the 8 teams who have qualified and made it through this particular stage in the tournament. So Nigel, if you could just tell us the format of the draw here. Will we be having the first team that the wheel churns out up against the second, or will we be doing 1-1-1 and then who they're going to be facing against?
For more randomization, we're going to be doing 1-1-1, and then we're just going to draw up the competition in the next batch. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That makes this very, 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 very exciting. So, hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as we're gonna head into the very first spin of the wheel. Who's going to be the first team that the Wheel of Fortune gives us?
Equinox.
Equinox as the first team into the mix. So Equinox, they're going to be in game number 1. We're not going to be seeing their opponents yet. We're going to be heading into the team that is playing in game number 2. So Equinox first up. Ooh, the very interesting Vikings from Madagascar will be the next team in the second position. I know everybody tuning in to watch this, right, has seen these teams perform. We know their potential, we know their capabilities. They have been doing. These are the best 8 teams in the land of Dawn in South Africa, or Southern Africa, shall we say, at this moment in time. And so I don't think much needs to be said about the potentials. I think it's more when we get into the matchups to see who's going to be facing whom. So Vikings, second game. Third game. There we go. Oh, Shrooms is luck hold out. Oh, will they play the Wheel of Fortune give him something that he doesn't want? Backstreet Boys going to be the team in the first team in game number 3. I think Backstreet Boys, just on their, not just their performances have been excellent, but their name has made them, I think, the fan favorites.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. I mean, people have been singing in the chat. I've been singing in the chat. I mean, it's Backstreet Boys definitely one of the fan favorites.
So the wheel spins. Shroomsy holds his breath. We can hear the heavy breathing on the side. Game number 4. Madagascar. So far in the mix, we have Equinox. We have game number 2, which was
Vikings.
Game number 3, Backstreet Boys. Game number 4, Madagascar. So game number 1, Equinox. We have 4 teams remaining. 1 HP, Immortal Order, Finacity, and Saint Dynasty. Let us see who is going to be Equinox's opponents in this matchup.
Immortal Order.
And it's Equinox up against Saint Dynasty. That's going to be a cracker of a game.
I agree with you. That's going to be a scary game to watch, especially with how intense the matches have been so far. I think Equinox also got a savage. Saint Dynasty had a dominating performance in their group stages too. So this is certainly going to be a match that I would definitely want to watch. But it'll be very funny if 1 HP is paired up with Backstreet Boys. They are literally squad mates. So that would also be another exciting match to watch. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. So we're into game number 2. This is Vikings. We're going to be picking their opponents. It's from the 3 teams remaining: 1 HP, Immortal Order, and Finacity. The final 3 into the mix here. Game number 2, Vikings' opponents will be, the wheel is spinning, and it looks like it is gonna be Immortal Order who are up against Vikings in game number 2.
Interesting. Like I'm not sad at that exchange. It's going to be a tough game. Like Vikings have done very, very well in the group stages so far. Luckily, it's not Saint Dynasty or Meta, so I'm happy. Anything except those 2.
Well, right now we have maybe Nigel's prediction of the future. Could be possible because we're down to 2 teams: 1 HP, Finacity, and this, whoever the wheel spins out now, will be the opponents for Backstreet Boys.
It would be ironic if it does land on 1 HP. Y'all, skip. Oh.
It's going to be Finacity. So it's Backstreet Boys up against Finacity. So we do know the final matchup that will be a Madagascar up against 1 HP. But we'll spin the wheel anyway, just to say, well,
That was close. I almost thought it wasn't going to be them. I was expecting a different matchup.
so that is the 4 games for everybody. So we all can see what's gonna happen. This wheel has given us some exciting matches. I mean, not just on the group stages itself, but it's been giving us some excitement right throughout.
Yeah, well, bro, just to also add, for all of the teams that are currently in the top 8, the top 4 will be securing, well, a spot in the invitational matches for Conquerors of Dawn. Big cash prize pool, they're up for grabs. So the top 4 teams that will be finishing up in the MSA is guaranteed a spot in Conquerors of Dawn. So super exciting things that is laying ahead, though, I have to say.
I mean, it is pretty much all to play for. Without giving too much away, positions here from the MSA Cup. I mean, apart from the obvious prestige that comes in from winning the MSA Cup, it's all of us. It's Nigel. It's us here at Waylander Gaming. It's the guy us here at King of the Hill, Gerard, etc. Right? It's all of us working together, which is, I know, kind of the behind the scenes a little bit, so no one really knows about it because it is behind the scenes. We've been working slowly but surely. Finally, we're heading in towards something that might resemble a potential professional scene here in SA for Mobile Legends. And as you can see, one tournament feeds into the next. We had this all planned out from the start of the year. And so, as Scarpy mentioned here, the top 4 teams, so placement here is very important, is going to head on into Conquerors of Dawn, which is going to have a pretty decent prize pool, shall I say. Pretty decent cash prize pool. Well, so that's going to be pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait. I mean, I've started working on everything. I mean, just working on the preparation for MSA Cup. Bro, the work never stops. I mean, finishing off for the top 8 preparation for MSA Cup. Well, obviously PUBG tomorrow, and well, I'm super excited to get the content for Conquerors of Dawn out there as well. But yeah, one step at a time. It's been busy. It's been crazy.
Yeah. But I'm sure everyone at home is going to be very excited for the games that are coming up. I know everyone has questions about how the brackets will be set. From this particular moment in time in the MSA, from this stage forward, we will be heading in towards upper and lower brackets. So even if your favorite team does lose this matchup, they will be dropping down into the lower brackets. We'll have all of those, the schedules and things up and running for everyone. We'll make some YouTube posts. We'll put it on the communities. So everyone can make the time, the space to tune in to watch their favorite players and favorite teams, the top 8 teams in SA, up against one another in an all-out battle to see who will be crowned champions of Africa.
Yeah, no pressure at all. No pressure at all.
It's what we it's what everybody plays for. It's the honor, it's the prestige. I mean, granted, when eventually we get the pro scene up and running here in the Southern African region, and fingers crossed that it'll be sooner rather than later, then we'll be talking about actual like diamond giveaways to the fans tuning in to watch. It'll be a little bit more on the exciting line. But for Mobile Legends South Africa, we're in the baby phases. right? It's just started. I mean, you think about it, the oldest organizations here are what, like 3-4 years old. So it's very, very baby stages for all of us. We do need to get things up and running, the ball, to get on the ball basically. So right now you play for the fame, you play for the glory, mainly for the glory, I would say, that comes from winning. Because if you're a gamer, nobody wants to lose. I mean, in life in general, but gamers, we're a very, very competitive lot. And we don't like to lose. I know even when we put on a smiley face, and I'm looking specifically at Scout Bed Shroomsy, if they've lost a game on stream, right? They'll come in here, they'll smile, they'll laugh, but they know inside they're not happy. And sometimes I think to myself, should I just put a little needle in here? Let me just poke. Because I know the emotions are right there on the edge. It just needs that nudge just to go over on live stream and we have some content.
Yeah. Nigel, let's get the shine light off of me, or the limelight off of me and Oshunzi. What do you think of everything that's going to be transpiring in the top 8, and well, also the near future of everything?
No, I'm just very excited to see how the top 8 goes, because every time you always get discussions around who the best teams are, we all know it is, but we never really have a concluding winner. I'm very excited for the next remaining of the year. We have so many tournaments going along, and I'm very excited to see the Conquerors of Dawn, how that pans out, and just generally the direction in which Mobile Legends in South Africa is going. Southern Africa, I always say, I know everyone, I think I saw a question at some point, someone asked us what MSA stands for. It's Mobile Legends Southern Africa. Just basically includes all the countries in the Southern African region. We're a very small community, but we're slowly heading into the right direction when it comes to the MLBB scene. We have several teams going to the world stages. I just think it's a very good direction. I'm very glad to see what the Waylander community and Waylander gaming team is doing up here, along with all the other organizers. So far, I mean, I would like to see other communities grow up. Mobile Legends, I know it's very, very good, but I'm pretty sure other gamers out there grow. I mean, so if you really want to grow a community, just reach out to these two gentlemen here, or anyone, in fact, on this panel, and they'll help you in that direction. So I'm just very excited, and I'm also excited to see these teams perform. Best of the best teams. I genuinely cannot see any other top 8. So I'm just very excited to see how these teams go. All the best to Shroomsy is there. I know he was looking at the draw and just like, but at least it's an upper and lower bracket format. So all the teams here, we're going to have a definitive winner. And I'm very excited to see that the top 4 also will also be getting a direct entrance into the Invitational. So I'm very excited for that too. So yeah, all the best to the teams.
Yeah.
Nigel, sorry, just before you go, I hate to do this to you, bro, but I see there is questions in the live chat regarding Phase 2. I know there was mention. Is Phase 2 still happening? What's the plans for Phase 2, bro?
So Phase 2, there are different teams within the tournament. So a lot of the teams that were in Phase 2 will probably be dealt with. The issue with the Phase 2 teams is that there wasn't a conclusive number of teams that were ready to perform. So we decided to just focus on the teams that are available. There were several very, very good teams that were excited, but for structural purposes, it was much easier to deal with these 32 teams that are involved in this stage right now. The teams that are there, they will still be invited. We also had some of the teams. You were supposed to have Honey Buns and versus Alchemy X. Unfortunately, that couldn't happen. But we'll still have a lot of chances throughout the tournament for these teams to showcase their abilities. But in terms of the main timeline, think of it as an MCU timeline. This is the main timeline. These are the teams that are in the top 8. But in terms of Phase 2 themselves, the different teams that will be competing, they will randomly feature. But in terms of the structure, the tournament structure itself, these are the main teams. But there are other teams that will randomly pop up in the tournament. You'll try to find out what they're doing there. But they are just teams that are also registered, but unfortunately could not be in the first and second phase of the tournament. But there's always room for improvement.
You know what we can do here, right? Because right now, Conquerors, Conquerors is an invitational tournament, right? So the teams from Phase 2 and the teams who were knocked out in like the elimination rounds here, we can have a sort of battle royale style running for phase 2 to fill in the rest of the spots. And then we can
Mm-hmm.
determine how many spots we want to have available, and we can use
Mm-hmm.
that to fill in the rest of the spots for Conquerors of Dawn. Instead of putting out all the registration forms, we can actually use evidence. So
Mm-hmm.
even if the teams who are registered for phase 2 right now, if there's more registrations that can be done and pulled in, we can actually just have them have this like this proper battle royale going on, because it's who we want to have in the invitational is obviously we want to invite good exciting teams,
Mm-hmm.
but then at the same time also teams that will you be on time and not cause like any sideline background drama. So we're going to make sure that it's just that this level of excitement can continue. We want something smooth to run through. So I don't know, we can discuss that at a later stage, or during the course of the week, and see what we can do there.
100%. I agree with you there.
Right. So with that, that's the draw concluded. That was a pre-show being done as well, and so from myself, right? I know we're pretty much sorted. Anybody else here has any final words to add before we conclude the stream?
Oh yes. Oh, I forgot. If you're probably wondering when the tournament matches are happening themselves, they will be starting on Monday. So the teams can have time to stalk each other, prepare, and have all these different strategies going around. But Monday, we will be starting with the games, and MSA Cup will be in full action. Right, there's no breaks right until we finish up all the way to the grand finals. So, looking forward to seeing everyone there, and just let us know who your favorite team is, and yeah, all the best to the teams.
Yeah, yes. All the best to the teams. Good luck to all 8 teams involved. We will be very anxious to see who's going to be on the MSA Cup Season 3 champions. But from myself, Waylander, Lotus, Shroomsy, Scarpscaker, and Binecrusher, Nigel, it's going to have to be goodbye and good night. We will see you all on the next stream. Scarpy, you want to let them know what's the next stream's going to be? What's coming up before we finally say goodnight? It's like, this is like those lovers phone calls, right? Where you just can't say goodbye.
Yeah, it's always like that, and you like me to drop the bombshells. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please come and show your support tomorrow night. We've got a team deathmatch tournament, the African Cup Season 70 from Carnage 766. So very super excited about that. There is going to be